The main reason I wanted to do this review, it's not a new toy. It's not from this toy line, it's from Combiner Wars. We are going to look at Combiner Wars SkyLynx.
So cool! It's a transformer that turns into like a space shuttle, like a legit like NASA like.
I really expected you to complain about the underkibble.
But a space shuttle has fuel tanks. This is not necessarily part of the shuttle itself. Now, obviously, it's part of the robot. It looks like the jet that exploded as my childhood dreams the Challenger. I know, I just got really dark there really fast.
I didn't even intend for this, but there is a super huge 90s theme to this. Because what 90s kid didn't either super deeply dive into space shuttles or dinosaurs or the Titanic? But we're going to stick with space shuttles and dinosaurs.
Spice
shuttles.
Space shuttle dinosaurs.
Which actually is relevant.
And happens in Doctor Who. Which the next season
is the thing behind us.
It's the thing behind us, and the next episode airs whenever you probably post this. A lot of people are pissed off because it's a woman. Fuck you all.
Why? Are you really afraid of cooties? No. Just look. I switched some of the joints on the back so they don't fit in as tightly as the original toy.
It looks better under the wings.
I drilled holes right here on the sides so that these little weapons he comes with can plug in, and that plays more into the combined mode. But I really was ready to justify this to you. I had a whole argument ready.
It's a
I'm so mad.
Shuttle. Hide it.
Look at this shuttle mode.
This is garbage.
I was like, oh no! If you plug in these weapons, you can pretend that all that underkibble is a giant charging station for these weapons with his carryable Death Star laser.
Yeah, I like him already, so just makes him more badass.
I was really not sold on this kibble until I did this mod, which I'm totally...
I just thought of something. If all three lasers came into one...
Like and made like a Death Star fire?
Like, yeah.
I wanted this figure so bad for so long in 2016, and it was not showing up in stores. It was like the Sinner twin for me. And one day I just came home and there was a box on the doorstep. And Joy was living with me at this point. And I opened it up and it was this and it was Onslaught. She's like, I want to make sure you get it. Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever even saw him in stores. Not only is this one of my favorite Transformers, this was bought for me by my fiance, my future wife. Like, there's so much love here, and that's why I didn't really want to do a permanent custom.
Now I want to not want to.
I ended up doing the custom today. I finally came down to it.
I'm going to give 4.75. That's as close as you can get to 5 right now.
I'm not going to give him a rating yet because I know what's coming next.
Is it better than that?
For me. The robot mode of SkyLynx.
What is it?
The original SkyLynx was a toy that Hasbro appropriated from another company. For this toy, it doesn't split in half. The bottom split out a golden tiger head, and the top came off and flipped out bird legs. Hasbro took it and said it was one character somehow that split into two, and...
So it's the Sphinx of Transformers.
Yeah.
It's a trans Sphinx.
That is literally the best definition for this robot mode I've ever heard.
I don't know how you could go from something so epic, a space shuttle, that transforms into something else and become this.
You don't think that's more epic than a space shuttle?
It looks like a dog with wings. Dog parents will add wings to them for Halloween.
This is the opposite of what I thought was going to happen. I thought I was going to show you the shuttle and you'd be like, it's a shuttle with some garbage taped under it.
No.
I love this robot. Because you know what the great thing about this is? This subverts everything that the human mind thinks about robot mode. In a planet dominated entirely by weapons and tools and vehicles that turn into robots, why would it have to have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head?
I like where you're going with that. It doesn't look cool.
Like the Revenge of the Fallen movie, where some of the robots just didn't even have a body. It was a head with shoulders and 2 wheels and big arms. This, I feel like, is more grounded than some of the Michael Bay stuff, which some of that I really enjoyed because it pushed the boundaries of what a transforming robot from space could look like. It is a beast.
I'm trying to like it, but it just... I guess I'm looking for something more intimidating.
You don't think a space shuttle that turns into a giant dragon is intimidating?
I don't see dragon, that's the thing. I can't get away from the Chihuahua look. 2.5 robots.
This guy's a solid 4.5 for me. Just because there's so much fun and philosophy, unintentionally maybe.
This isn't a cartoon, right?
He is in a cartoon.
So you've seen him as a cartoon?
I do not like the cartoon he's in.
Oh, really? Okay.
There is a reason why this review is SkyLynx and the Dinobots and not Volcanicus.
Which sounds awesome, by the way, so this better not let me down. So skinny.
He looks like a capital T with drapes.
I like what they did with all the extremities. It's the torso, like from the shoulders down to the waist.
He looked more like a V and less like a T. Yeah. And didn't do that. I also have him in kind of my own combination. On the front of Swoop, you'll notice there's a prime armor with some guns attached to it to kind of beef out the Swoop mold. Like
or else it'd be, it would look very anemic.
We finally got our Dinobot combiner. 32 years after the fact.
The torso piece is anticlimactic.
There's a lot of third-party products.
And you have to add the prime armor to the...
to Swoop.
To Swoop.
How do we feel about the badass named Volcanicus?
2.5 robots.
Wanted to be down with the Dinobot combiner. But as it stands, Grimstone and his dino drones really nail it for me more than Volcanicus ever will.
Wait, SkyReign, SkyLynx, or SkyReign?
SkyReign is the combiner. SkyLynx is the torso.
I'm gonna go jump off a cliff now.
They didn't really give him a team because nothing really matches what SkyLynx is, so they just gave him a bunch of random vehicle characters, and it didn't really look good. My absolute favorite combiner, which is sort of a fan combiner, SkyReign with the Dinobots.
Okay. Oh, the head looks a lot better. It completes the whole look rather than this, like, stick.
Now, I like Volcanicus's head, don't get me wrong. It's the rest of it that throws it off for me.
I like this.
It looks good until you put limbs on it.
Yes.
I remember when I said that SkyLynx split in half? They incorporated the other head by putting it on the combiner.
I still like that crown, and I would like it on top of his head. It would kind of pull it up a little bit more with the peaks of his pauldrons.
I didn't have a place on the combine mode where I like putting SkyLynx's weapons. I really like this. Because they don't look good in his hands, but I like the idea that he has these like giant daggers on his hips that if he needed them, he could pull them out.
Yeah. Hasbro,
Figure your...
get on that
So you remember the tail that you liked about Abominus counteracting his punches? He's got a big weight counterbalancing tail, and it's made of his frickin' head. This is my #1 favorite combiner, and it's not just because Joy bought it for me. And it's not even a G1 combiner torso.
So is SkyReign official or just fan official?
SkyReign's official, but he had all car limbs before. He needs beasts. I would prefer if he had a bunch of shuttles that turn into other animals, like other mythical beasts, like a chimera. That would be cool. It's not going to happen. In lieu of that, dinosaurs that combine with a shuttle dragon. This is my wet dream.
What if Hasbro did like ancient centaurs? You had a sphinx. You have shit like that would build into something like that. Would be cool.
kind of a mythical subline in Beast Machines. So they had Silverbolt, which turned into a bird. But if you look at his toy, it was very obviously supposed to be a griffin. R.I.D. Bruticus, but it was originally intended to be a Beast Machines toy. It's a Cerberus. But Beast Machines had like a nice trio or so of mythical creatures growing. I think if the line continued, there would have been more mythical creatures that came out of it. Mm-hmm. And that's really neat to me. And there were actually quite a few that were canceled. There was a Triffid, Manticore. There was a bunch of mythical creatures that were set to come out before the line got canceled.
What if they made it like that's how mythical creatures became a thing? They like scanned all these animals and they like, let's kind of piece these together.
You're talking about the Fusor line. This is about as close as the mythical beast combiner you're going to get. Well, okay, Abominus is a mythical creature combiner. But this feels so much more focused and color uniformed with all the gold. If they don't make Piranacon, and I really want to, that's why I bought this guy. This is why, if they don't put out Piranacon, I'm going to be super happy. I got the Dinobots. I got SkyLynx.
I liked him as a spaceship. I didn't like him at all as a...
You didn't like the robot mode.
As a robot.
You're not into the philosophy about it that I am, though, so...
I like the philosophy. I wanted to like him, but I was trying too hard. I really, really like him. 4.5 robots. 4.75.
It's a beast combiner, color uniform. He's my 5. 5 robots out of 5. So ends our SkyLynx and the Dinobots to form SkyReign review. Coach Detman, COAHDETTMAN.
COACH.
Oh, I spelled it wrong this time.
COACHDETTMAN, and he's Fellas Dragon, PHELESDRAGON. And tomorrow, if you guys want to join me,
he will be doing a build.
I'll be doing a build, which is a Batman surprise.
That sounds
really cool.
I'll give you a bad surprise. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Tune in next time.